Welcome all. This is Ian with 0HP, and I think this might be a new segment. We'll see. But I love trailers. I love video game trailers, movie trailers. So this is going to be kind of our first episode. We'll see if we stick with it, of TrailerWatch. I was inspired because two new trailers came out, and I think they're both really fantastic for their own reasons. And these are for Uncharted 4, Thief's End, and Dark Souls 3, two titles which I'm very excited to play. I cannot wait until they release this April. So what we'll do is we're going to watch them, and then we'll watch them again, but I'll kind of break it down, and we'll see what's so good about it or why we're excited for the game. Obviously, I want you to join me in this conversation. Love to hear your opinions. Comment below. Comment on Facebook, whatever. And then we'll watch the Dark Souls 1 and do the same thing, kind of break them down. So let's get started. Uncharted. Nate, you're up first.
We were meant for this, Nathan. You, me, together. We were destined for something great.
For those who prove worthy, paradise awaits.
Took a long time for him to get out of this game.
He's meant for this life.
Oh crap!
Last I checked, we're all a bunch of thieves digging around where we shouldn't.
Shame we're not on the same side.
I am a man of fortune, and I must seek my fortune.
So, are you ready to seek your fortune?
Hang on, Nathan!
Where is the artifact?
Heads up!
I made a promise that I was done with this life.
How long have we been chasing this thing?
Long time.
Real long time. Just you and me. No offense to these guys, but they don't get it.
If you're done lying to me, then you should stop lying to yourself.
The biggest pirate treasure of all time is within our grasp.
Look, Nate, I'm gonna make you a one-time offer. Drop everything. Go home. Live your life. Or we can just end it right here.
There's gotta be another way.
I need you on this one.
You ever wonder, like, different choices, how we might have ended up?
No. I like the hand we've been dealt.
PlayStation.
Okay, so let's go ahead. We're back on my computer here now. We're going to break this down, turn the volume down. Maybe just keep it like right here, just a little bit. What a great trailer. I love cinematic trailers like this. And I love Naughty Dog because the kind of game that they make, Uncharted isn't the greatest game. It's good. It's very solid. It's shooting solid. But, there's like waves of enemies at the end. It's just like cannon fodder from every direction. There are things about Uncharted that I don't love. But what's kept me through this is this really powerfully strong cast of characters. And obviously they are aware that that's the strength of this game, because that's what this trailer is all about, is introducing these new bad guys. Here we got her. She's like a general of like this South African mercenary army, I guess. Like her father was originally in charge of that army. I have no idea who this guy is. He reminds me of the Dos Equis guy, though. I kind of want to turn around and be like, yeah, I don't often shoot people, but when I do. But this is, it's just a great mix of action. God, look how good this fucking looks, too. Like, holy shit, guys. Look at this. Cannot wait to play this game. We don't know too much about his brother, Nate's brother, who is, of course, going to be played by Troy Baker. So we get to have the two main voice actors in gaming, both, doing this. So it should be a lot of fun to do, kind of this penultimate final game for the Uncharted series. But we've got all the cast back. Nate's back in his boring life, or not back in, but started his boring life. And Sam, his brother, comes and we don't really know what happens, pulls him out of it. So just a fantastic trailer that mixes a little, enough action to kind of show you what you're going to be doing, but it just makes you reestablish with these incredible characters. This ending too. Edward Dealt. Awesome. Such a good trailer, guys. If you're excited about Uncharted 4, you let me know. April 26th is the date. Cannot wait. On to Dark Souls. Welcome all to Dark Souls. All right, so we did Uncharted, which was a very cool cinematic trailer. Very treated sort of like a film with, kind of reestablishing with the characters. So we covered that. Now this is very different. Obviously, Dark Souls doesn't really have the story is totally different. It's not really about characters. It's more about the world and the atmosphere, and sort of like the themes. There's a lot of motifs in Dark Souls. They're saying things kind of in the background, and they're leaving a lot up to the player. And again, just like the character-driven sort of movie style or cinematic style of Uncharted, and the trailer is driven by that, it's very similar with this. They picked this, I don't know who this is, and I'm sorry, I need to look up the person who sings this song. Very haunting vocals here. I kind of like the song. I'm usually, I don't know, I was really impressed with the song, and it's perfect because it's just so minor, and it just sounds so ghostly, and it fits really well with what we're seeing on screen. It's really just an action trailer. It's just showing all these different things happening, but we're just getting to see a lot more of the world, which of course is always the biggest strength of From Software titles. So let's kind of go through this here, and we'll break it down here. First thing that I noticed with this newest Dark Souls is how much of Bloodborne has made it into Dark Souls, and I loved Bloodborne. It's it was our game of the year last year. Absolutely loved it. But I'm hoping not to be negative, but I just hoping this is a little bit more like previous Dark Souls than it is like Bloodborne. I want there to be a distinction between the two. So hopefully the combat is still more, about guarded and slow. Because I like both. I like both the combat styles, and but this music is so perfect for this song. And look at this. Again, the artwork, the art style, the art direction in these games is always impeccable. So unique. And I think that's why it's still popular. People complain about lots of sequels, but Dark Souls and Bloodborne, the From Software always manages to keep it. It's just there's nothing else like these games. So even though there's lots of them, they're still unique of themselves. So yeah, these notes she's singing, they're like minor and then they're major. Very interesting. So I don't know. This looks a lot like Bloodborne though, which maybe that's just because that was the last game that I played from them. I beat Bloodborne and I didn't beat Dark Souls, so maybe that is a good thing. Maybe I'll beat this one. I'm definitely ready to get back into the heavy armor with the shield and get back to that kind of combat. And it looks so slick. It's going to be a really great game, I'm sure. I can't wait. But Dark Souls 3. Oh, here we go. Let's go back. What did it say? Music, True Colors, Tom Kelly and Billy Steinberg, performed by Richie Cohan, featuring Faux Fix. Okay, well, I don't know any of those people. But yeah, it's coming. It's on its way. April 12th. So that's coming first. And then we're getting Uncharted after that. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Again, I didn't get too analytical. Let's be honest. Didn't get too analytical. I only give myself enough time to talk about it with as long as the trailer is, so just a couple minutes. But I just like kind of maybe drumming up a conversation, bringing some things up. If you have anything that you feel about either of these games that you want to talk about, please just comment below. I'd love to have a conversation. We're always happy to talk games. These are just some of the games coming out. April is full of games. We're gonna not just these two. You're also getting Ratchet and Clank, the remake of the original game. That's coming out. We're getting Quantum Break, which is the Xbox and Windows exclusive game from Remedy, the creators of the original Max Payne, Max Payne 2, and Alan Wake. Alan Wake is one of my favorite games from the last generation. I really enjoy the story that told. So they're good storytellers, and it's cool. It's gonna have a live action show mixed in with it's not going to be like a televised live action show, so it won't be prey to that. It's just going to be part of on the actual disc. You'll play the game and make decisions that change the television show that you watch. It's kind of cool. Different idea. I like when someone pushes things like that. Those are all games that are coming out in April. There's a bunch more that I'm not even thinking about. Obviously March 8th, The Division. So there's just a bunch of games coming out in the next couple of months. It's just going to be absolutely crazy. Cannot wait, but these are some of my favorite trailers I've seen in a long time. So I'm glad you guys joined me, and if you see any other great trailers or something comes out, we'll have another episode of Trailer Watch. All right, guys, later. Thanks for joining 0HP.